Yo, Frank. Hello. You were not first. Frank beat you. Hello, Brian. How is everyone? Up north, the gang is obviously bored this afternoon. Kind of root beer. I just got done spending way too long painting a handful of baits. Between mixing paint, experimenting, this, that, the third. Yeah. Uh, I got half the Burnses done. Raining buckets. It rained down here yesterday. Um, but I'm sure everybody needs it. But today I was sitting around in the paint room and I said, you know what? What color am I going to paint these SB1s? And I started thinking, I was like, oh, I had mentioned to Burns about a month or so ago. Hello, James. I mentioned to Burns, I said, I want to turn some of my jig colors into like the jig colors I really like. I want to turn some of those into bait colors. And he's like, that'd be cool. I was like, I want to do a roadkill. And he's like, cool. So I started thinking about it, and today I was like, well, I could do that roadkill crawl. And then I sprayed the base down. And I was like, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Do I make this a crawl? Or do I just, I don't know. So I sprayed one like a crawl. And then I got to thinking, and I was like, well, shit. Root beer is just root beer. Like root beer is, you know, it's like why don't I do the roadkill? Just do roadkill root beer to where it's instead of the green, it's more roadkilly. So and uh, and then instead of like green accents, I'll do blue accents. Because here's the jig that I throw. And you can't really see it, but it's got it's got a roadkill color skirt in it that I can't find. This isn't the one, but it's pretty close. Um, and So I started dicking around, and I did a roadkill blue with that fire. The real roadkill is more this color. Um, it's like a, let's see if I can find it. I only have like a few pads of it left, and apparently it's discontinued, of course. Um, Brennan, I can't release these yet because my heat press will not get to the creases of this patch and stamp it all the way down. So I think I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to do it with a damn iron. Um, so let's see if I can find you a pad or one or two of my roadkill. It's close though. Maybe it's in here. Like I said, I've probably got like 4 pads left. Let's see how good I did by memory. It's pretty close. It's pretty close for using. It's a lot like if it's not in direct light, it's way closer than it looks. That's the there you can see it in the light how like mustardy it is. Um, but this is one of the last pads I have, and it has been discontinued. Um, but I added the just the nose is blue and the dot is blue, and the belly is that fire from the skirt. So it's a cornucopia of jigs and skirts and uh, all kinds of stuff. But instead of doing green flaky in there, I did like a goldy green flake and orange and copper. As someone said earlier, Brendan, it is sexual. It is kind of like a golden root beer. I'm gonna call it roadkill root beer because that was what I was going for. Uh, no, this is not personal. There's a whole collection of them. There's a whole collection of them. So I was going to do a crawl, but there is one. There is one. There is one mystery crawl. Brisket pizza. I wouldn't sell it. I just eat it. Nothing for the sleepers. A&W root beer has that frosty mug taste. I don't know that we have anybody here from Mississippi, but there is a fast food chain in Mississippi that used to be in Alabama, and it was called Ward's, Wards. Probably one of my favorite fast food chains. Gator, you're from there? Have you had Ward's? They're only in Wards. I mean, Wards are only in Mississippi now. They used to be in Alabama, but something happened and they closed all the Alabama ones. Ward's is delicious. It's definitely top five, top three, even maybe fast food chains for me. Um, but they have a chili cheeseburger that is divine, and they're famous for their root beer. And they used to have the frosty mugs, and you go in there and get a freezing ice cold. Tupelo might be a little far north for Wards. I don't know if they have one up there. They might though. It was like a down south kind of center part of the state thing. Um, but so they had root beer, and their root beer was heavenly. But I went like as a kid, I would drink like a little bit of root beer. But my parents would always get root beer, and I never always root beer was always. I never wanted 12 ounces of it. I just wanted like a little sip. So I remember always how good it was. And then I went back as an adult and I was like, let me try this and see if I can decipher what's so good about this. So I went back and I got a full root beer. So I sat there at the table and I was like, and I was trying to differentiate all the flavors of the root beer. And what I deciphered was that I think they cut their root beer with cream soda. I want to say it's like, I would say it was maybe like, I don't know, 65-35 or 70-30 cut, probably 70-30. But it had that smoothness of like sweetness of cream soda and then still had that little bite of root beer. But it was like, I don't know. So Which brings me to my point. If you're craving a concoction, get you a little root beer and cream soda, and then do a little mixy, and you have yourself a nice little cocktail. Zaxby's is greater than Ward's. Oh, birch beer from Weber's. Never heard of either. Uh, Mr. Greeting, because I was correcting the conservation authorities' claim that the new platform at one of the local ponds is wheelchair accessible. Ooh, roast their ass, Frank. Roast their ass. Kyle, that's what I'm saying. Zaxby's is dog shit. Don't get me on a Zaxby's rant because I've gone over this that you go to Zaxby's and you get you a damn $12 chicken finger combo, and then you got about a drink separate. They're one of those places. Sell you a combo with no drink. Assholes. They're real pieces of work. Actual root beer, birch beer is the only real root beer. A&W, I like A&W. A&W is good. Y'all might have inspired me to go have a nice, cool beer of the root persuasion when I get home. That sounds tasty. I'd rather blend Canes any day over Zaxby's. Canes tea is legit. Um, Frank, they made it finally. Finally. Hey, coming in hot. Darius, how are you? What's the fishing like on Kentucky Lake? Oh no, my fire starter's not working. Brendan, if you're still there, do you know what one of these is? It's a blast from the past that you probably haven't seen. Well, we might have to go rogue. We might have to go in raw. I guess we are. Come on, dude. Where's my damn lighter? I cleaned up this damn place. Amy, bring a lighter to the shop. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I mean, it's not like something could hide in all this shit, right? It's not like there's any place to lose anything around here. Huh. I don't know. I don't know, dudes. Oh well. Well, I started. I started on my desk over here. It's really clean. Amy walked in and she's like, "Wow, it's clean in here." But basically, all I did was move all my shit over here onto that desk, so it's kind of clean. I just have to clean surfaces until I get them all to one side, and then once I get it off to there, I can like I can move everything from this desk over there, and then get all what's junked, and then organize what's left. Um, they have a two-part silicone that sounds a lot like Elastic and is super soft. Jim, that would probably work. Um, Roadkill Rich. It was a combination of these jigs and skirts. It looks a lot more green in real life than it does on camera. Oh, I didn't load my daughter. Uh-oh. Big mistake. They touched. They touched. We can't have that. Got too close. I don't like my eyes touching. That one's close. That one's real close. This is the SB ones. This is the SB ones. I haven't painted the 1.5s yet. They're waiting. It took me too long to mix paint today and figure out what I was doing. Grabbing root beer and cream soda now. Do it. Figure out the perfect ratio to where you still get good root flavor and smooth it out with the cream soda. That didn't work. Hey, oh, you gotta be shitting me. Hit the damn eye with my finger. Well, to do that again. That's the kind of dumb shit you do when you haven't painted a bait in a while. This is a pathetic showing of eye dotting. Man, that's close. That one's going to cost extra. Oh, well. Kyle, did you see Ira's post video yesterday on his Instagram? I don't know if it was on his Facebook, but it was on Instagram. You might be right, Jeremy. Stupid ass gloves. I try and wear them sometimes when I work in my truck, and I usually end up getting pissed off and taking them off. Keep my hands clean. Never works for long. Dude, now I understand why some of his eyes are wonky. Hey, Nasty Nate. Nate, I got to go test your native gill yesterday. There was a problem. Did I tell you that the first place I went to test it, there wasn't any water? The pond by the house. I went over there to throw it, and the water had dropped, and it was like completely grassed over. There wasn't even like a lane for me to throw in. So I had to take it down to the salt, down to the causeway where I fish, and throw it on the boat ramp. I did do a little fishing. Caught one little micro bass, and then two gentlemen with live shrimp showed up to fish the eelgrass with live shrimp. And I just put down my pole after that. I said, you boys have at it. I'm going to watch. Sure as shit, he took his pole out there and like dunked it in the right off the edge of the grass. He said, am I in your way? I said, no. I'm just going to watch and see what you catch where I just got through fishing for the last 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, back to my story, Kyle. So what Ira is basically doing, for those not in the know, he is taking a rack of baits like this, holding it in one hand, and dotting the I's like this. There is no way in hell. I'm like, just even thinking about dotting I's like this makes me twitch. Like how he goes about his business of doing I's like that, I would jump off a roof. I would find a way, even if it took forever. Like it's so unstable and just, I mean, you're basically just like guessing, like throwing darts. Ira's Instagram is, I think it's Ira Seas. I don't know if it's Ira Seas Balsa or Lures or what, but Ira makes some good baits. I like Ira. No native gills going to the ring. Sent one last year. Don't know who got it. Never heard back. Never heard another thing about it. So, whatever. It could have got thrown in the trash. Don't know. Would have maybe liked to have heard something back, but maybe they had so much shit it didn't matter. It's just another fucking bait, right? So that's the problem, Jeremy. I think they probably had so much shit that it didn't even matter. So but like I said, I would have liked to have known something. So Brendan's donated. Well, maybe you'll get to hear back about where your bait went. These are sexy. These are sexy. The person who won could have sent you a message. That would have been nice. But the problem is, I believe, there's a large population of people there that just wanted to win shit so they could turn around and sell it. So it might have gotten sold, waffled. Who knows? Who knows? If I didn't hear back from the person, they probably sold it or didn't know what it was, or I don't know. It'll show back up maybe somewhere because it's a very identifiable paint job. There's only one, so when I see it pop up, if I ever do, I'll know that's the one, and then I can get the story. I can start tracing it. Do I have a pick of the color? Yeah. Let's see. Let's pull up the gram. Let's pull up the gram. So I have 1.5s to paint. Do y'all want an actual crawl? Or do you want a shad? What would you like to go in conjunction with your roadkill? Dude, this thing's gonna catch the shit out of him. Shad. Nate swam great. Took a little tweaking, but it seemed to do what it was supposed to do. It had that really blue turquoise tail on the back, and it had like gold scales, but under the scales was blue. So it was sexy, dude. Really, really, really sexy. It was kind of a roadkill. But another peak. Yeah, that's the you been catching them on a flat A, Kyle? Correct, Hella. Or the scales. That is my favorite native gill color. There you go. I liked it a lot. I should have kept the damn thing. Hyper Shad's got a hyper gill. No surprise there. SH4. I feel like I do SH4 a lot, some sort of combination of it. I think my favorite SH4 I've ever done is the bone SH4 I did on on the poppers, the Dream Pops. Although I did do a white backed SH4 on the Dream Walkers. That was also sexual. I don't know. Um, it's not a blim. It's just a personal one. Talk about sexual. Dude, that thing's so sexy. I should have probably made this a. I should have probably made this a standard run color. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nate. It seems like the darker ones do get lots and lots of bites. Um, I don't know why, um, but I mean, I'm sure it just like makes it throws a good profile off in the water. But I want to hang on to that one. Once you go dark, man, I just like looking at it on the camera. For whatever reason, the first run one gets bit and is a close second. Interesting. Um, Here's what's cool about this bait. So it's got color shift paint on it, right? So I painted, it shifts from green to purple. Well, I painted green over the shoulder. Painter hack. Brennan, close your ears. I don't want to start seeing this shit on the BBC page. Painter hack. So I sprayed candy green over the shoulder. So when it's over the green, when the green of the color shift is shining, the back looks very green. When it shifts to the purple, the green candy turns to copper. Let's see if I can show you. You can see it there on the bottom. See that's copper? And then it rolls down and it turns green. Let's see if it'll do it from this angle. See how copper that is? But now it's green. So that would throw some people off as to how that was done, but that's how it was done. This one's, I could look at this one all day. It looks almost like black chrome, like the head does. Later, BBC. Shape-shifting skinwalker. Foils. What kind of foils? $150 and a Komodo dragon. Ma, the meatloaf. Komodo would be pretty sweet. I need one of those. What kind of lizards the homeless fisherman got? That thing seems pretty chill. I think that's what it is, Nate. I think it just stands out. It's easy to find, and when it's dark, like you can't really tell what it is. You know what I mean? No foils. I don't really like foil anyway. If I had my personal preference. Oh, but I do have two baits that I have to paint for John Pryor. What are those going to be? Should I just rip off his own patterns and send them to him? Would that be entertaining? Foil the rats. That would be kind of cool, though, I would say. That would be kind of cool. Maybe one, Bob. It'd be tough with those ears. Cinema TK special. Yeah, that's probably smarter. That's probably smarter. Sending him a JP special would be more for my own amusement. I don't. That would be selfish. So. Got my boat all apart again. Active target 2 and a new 16-inch live. Darius. Look out. Smallmouth don't stand a chance anymore. Oh. I'm not foiling shit for y'all. He only foils for Eric. Y'all don't let him fool you. He has a favorite that he'll foil for. He won't foil for the campers, just the bass lab. If someone is claiming to be JP offers to paint your baits on Instagram, it's not him. Bob, maybe we should get the information and send them baits to paint. And then just send them a dildo. John Pryor is JP. Darius is ruining our fisheries. Randy Blockett, probably. I would love to send the fake JP a bag of doo-doo. That would be awesome. Maybe I need to message. Maybe I'll get on one of my burner accounts and message the fake JP and see if I can get the fake JP to give me his address so I can get my collection of baits sent to him. Pryor, I've been a fan of your work for so long. I've been collecting baits my whole life, and I'd like to have you paint all 700 of them. He'll say, sure, send them to me. How long do you think it will take? I don't know. A month? Okay. Sure. Sure. Good life advice. All marriages should have 3 accounts. What about joint accounts? Hella, how do you feel about joint accounts? Is hers in hours? Oh, gross. You only get a joint account when you've been naughty. I will include a money order with the baits. I don't like the internet. Can you accept a? I don't. I don't even have a bank account. Can I send you cash? Dude, this person would be so throbbed up. They would be like, "This guy, I'm about to clip his ass for hundreds of baits and cash." And then when he says, "Say, how much is this going to cost?" I say, "I don't know, $3,000." Like, that's it? That seems cheap. You're really good. I think it would be. I think 4,000 sounds better. Do you accept $100 bills? Nothing says on the rocks marriage like a joint account. Yep, yep. Joint Facebook accounts. Oh, that's great. That is great. All right. Well, yeah. I don't even like. I don't like. I don't like join anything. Amy tried to get me on her phone plan. I was like, no, I don't want to be on that thing. I like my Walmart phone. So if I don't feel like paying the bill, your phone turns off. When you feel like paying it, pay it and your phone works. It's perfect. It's like how I like doing things. It is like the perfect business model for me. Like I wish banks worked like that. Yeah, kids count. All in pennies. Uh, man, I would like to find out who this loser is. Sneaky Bates just dropped some maple rats. Throw them for a loop and tell me to pick it up in person. Yeah, after he sends you the address of where to ship it to, be like, oh, I didn't know you lived there. I just moved there. No shit. Let's meet up. Let's meet up and I'll pick up my baits. Meet the painter dude. Exactly. This would be great. Oh, yeah. You talking about the one over there on the wall, Kyle? Meeting painters in person is overrated. Uh, you mean this thing? So, dudes, when I received this bait, this section was unpainted. I had to match that paint job. It was not easy. Ugly ass bait, but it's ready for whoever owns it. I don't know. I still haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard back from whoever owns it. I don't know whose it is. Uh, I think the builder the builder sent it to me because he fixed it, but he never told me whose it was or where it was going to. And I asked him a couple times, like, where is this going? It's done. It's so. Oh, it's gators all along. Silly us. Silly me. I don't know. You have to request an upcharge, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I got paid for the paint either. Storage fees. Here's your bait with interest. It's pretty. The paint is. But yeah, I would like to have it out of my shop since it belongs to somebody. I certainly don't want the damn thing. You can see what I've done with it. Hang it on the wall, let it collect dust. I don't give a rat's ass about owning somebody's swim bait. Requested a Tacklecraft credit card. No response. That would be cool. I actually had one of those way back in the day. I took one of my pictures of my first sets of baits and got my check card done in a bait picture. It lasted like a couple months and I broke it. Got a new one. I can't wait for these to get out into the world and see what happens with a fall bass. Shipping is crazy. I shipped my old Durant 16 and active target 118 at UPS. Wow. I would have maybe shipped them separate in like flat rate boxes, Darius, and you probably would have got or FedEx. FedEx is usually pretty good. Oh. All right, dudes. I'm going home. Let's see the kiddos. I gotta go pick them up. What would be the go-to bait for Toledo Bend? First week in November? Spook, swim jig, spinnerbait, frog, buzzbait, lipless, crankbait, anything fast. Whopper plopper, round bin, Frank. Um, you should finance baits. That's where the money's at. Predatory lending. Hella, do not tell him to put one EWG and one round bin on it. It will completely destroy the action and it will never catch a bass. Oh, insurance. Yeah, insurance gets up there. If you ain't scoping, you hoping at the bend. Where'd all the grass go? Do I check on Thursday? LP Bass, I don't know about that. I don't know. That's not completely out of the question. That's not completely out of the question. Let's see. Um, it died. Gross. Depending on temp, Toledo at end of October and early November, top water will play most of the time. That's what I'd do. I'd go out there and throw a spook and swim a jig and a buzz bait and rip on their ass. Brian, yes, I would like to do a Patreon this week. Nothing, Brendan. I'm about to leave. What'd you have for dinner? Tell us what you had for dinner, and then I'll leave because that was fast. Submarine sandwich, meatloaf, glizzy. Seems like a BBC dinner. Honey mustard chicken. How was it cooked? Or was it just like we spent the whole time mocking you while you were eating? Going to spend a week with my brother-in-law at the Bend. He wants to fish the grass, but he knows most of it is gone. But knows most of it is gone. I I would guess. I don't know. In my experience, it seems like sometimes when you have a grass kill or a lot of grass dies out, I might be wrong, but in my experience, when the majority of a grass population is gone, and if there's like whatever living grass is left that somehow made it, you would think they would be on that grass like stink on shit. But that was never the case. I I found, but it's maybe just because I fish like bank grass. Chicken fillet. Soccer fundraiser. That sounds fun. Are you auctioning off a trip with the hometown hero Hellabass? Start the bidding at $4,000. Chicken strips and mozzarella sticks for dinner at my house. That sounds good. I haven't had a mozzarella stick in some time, and that sounds delightful. Marinara or no marinara is the question. Anyone tried the pimento cheese chicken sandwich yet? No. And I love pimentos and cheese, but I don't know if I love it on the Lord sandwich. I don't. Sacrilege almost. Haven't yet. No. You have to be brave. Pimentos and cheese on a chicken fillet sandwich. I call it chicken fillet because that's what the bean calls it. But warm cheese. Yeah, I don't know about that. But maybe I'll snag one on the way home because I don't think we have shit to eat at our house. So we'll see. Oh, Gator says it's not bad. Pimentos and cheese for old people. Oh, I do like some pimentos and cheese. It's rare that I eat it, but you gotta. I can't eat a pimento and cheese sandwich unless the bread is toasted. If the bread is not toasted, it's too much mush. I gotta have a little crunch. I always thought they I always thought they didn't have a K on chick, but you're having a mold made? Which one would that be? Like a real mold? Pimento cheese, not pimento and cheese. Clarify. Pimento cheese. Oh, really? Who's doing that? Popeye's sandwich is superior. Popeye's is legit. Oh, I got a message from Ira. He said, I would love for you to teach me how to Dougie or paint this bait scheme. That's funny. We were just talking about him. Speak of the devil, and he sure should have shall appear. All right, let me get out of here. We'll talk to you gentlemen later on, maybe tomorrow, and we will maybe see a Burns 1.5 with a little color on it. Y'all be good. Adios. Enjoy your dinners tonight, buddy. Have a nice pimento and cheese sandwich or pimento cheese chicken sandwich. All right, see y'all.